Hello everyone, it's me again. Welcome to a fourth tutorial, and today in this tutorial we're going to be learning how to do auras and key blasts in Micromedia Flash. Now, the reason why I'm going very fast is because, well, I have to go somewhere very soon, and I thought that for all time's sake, why don't I just do a little tutorial in the meantime while I'm already done getting ready. Basically, man, that is too big. So yeah, alright then, let's get started. So basically I already opened up Micromedia Flash, and now I've already put in a background. Now this background will probably be very important in my second saga, or probably the third. Mainly the second saga, probably. So yeah. Or probably even the Dragon Ball movie I'm making. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil any of those sagas or movies to you. Well, I already released the trailers, basically released some of the details. Anyway, so yeah. Alright, so yeah. So now in this tutorial will be looking at auras and all that kind of stuff and key blasts and how they are, done. Anyway, so let's get started. Alright, so now we need to find our sprites. What kind of sprite can we use for a charging up sprites? I wonder. Why am I having so much trouble with this? It's just a simple charging up sprite. Um, let's see here. I can't really find anyone. I'm actually very surprised about that. Um, Why don't we use Bardock Super Saiyan? I mean, we haven't used Bardock Super Saiyan before. Well, I have used Super Saiyan Bardock in an animation before, but it was just the only mini animation in the intro. So, yeah, let's get started. So, we have to get a little pose, charging up animation, sort of like this. Then we have to scale it to 300. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have no idea what I'm doing here if this is the first time you're watching my tutorials. Well, I do recommend you watch the first three before you watch this one, since, well, yeah, basically. So now we have, Bardock. Now, what you can do in Flash, and I think this is a great idea, something I am doing in my next episode, is that you select the character and you can add a little bit of a glow to it, like a glowy outline, if I can find a glow. So you can see there's a little outline surrounding him. I'm pretty sure you can't really see that. But if I put the strength up very high, you can see it. As you can see, it's surrounding him. But we don't really necessarily want that color. So let's make it to yellow. Oh, wait, that's a little bit... Let's try inner glow. No. What about knockout? No. It's a little bit too... Well, it's a little too... There you go. That looks better. That looks better. The outline makes the character look much better. So every time we have an aura, we always have to have a new layer. Hopefully you guys can understand that. And I know a lot of you guys, name the layer and all that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily need to. Anyway, so now we have to go on to our auras. Now there are two different types of auras that we can use. There's one with the black background, and the other one with just a normal background, like the battle effect and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so this is basically actually an aura for Bardock. This is basically very strange. So to make this, wait, it's already on 100. Let's make it 200 for the auras. I don't want to make it too big, because that won't be necessarily good. So all you have to do now is convert it to a symbol. And usually what people do, I see in videos, they chase the bitmap. All kind of stuff. It's not that good. It doesn't look good. What you have to do to get the aura effect is that you click this little arrow down here, go to properties, on blend, you click on normal, and then click on screen. So it blends to the screen, and it looks exactly like that, and it looks nicer, and look at that. Now the animation looks slicker, and it looks fantastic. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you do auras. And now we'll just add keyframe over there and add keyframe over here. Now we're going to insert the same, and also make sure you click the onion skin. The onion skin is very important. You can't really see it, but you can see a little bit of it, but you have to make sure it's nearly centered where the last aura was, or else it'll look very insane, and the aura will be, all around the place, and it won't look good. So, yeah. So now let's transform it, 200, and then convert to a symbol, and then blend to screen. Oops, it's on the wrong layer. I apologize for that. So now let's put it on the right layer, and then it looks better. There you go. Now let's see if it's centered near the same area. Oh, it's a little bit too up. Let's put it down a little bit. That'll probably make it look better. Yeah, so guys, if that ever happens to you, like it's not really properly centered, then you have to make sure, or else the animation wouldn't look good. Trust me, I speak from experience. So, let's get rid of the onion skin. That's kind of changing the situation a little bit. Okay, so what I see here. Okay, so I don't know what's really wrong with it, to be honest. So let's get another aura because we need to go in a little bit of a rushing mode here, guys. Rushing mode. All right. So now we have this aura. Now all we have to do is scale rotate 200, convert to symbol again, and then put it where Bardock is, and then screen, blend the screen. And as you can see, it looks very, very nice. Well, the aura looks pretty fine. 120 FPS. No, we have to put it down. Probably to 15. I know that probably will be a little too fast, but meh. So let's see how it turned out. So now we click test movie, and as you can see, it's a smooth charging up animation. Now, how to make it more interesting is that you can use a program called VCam, stands for virtual cam. There will be a tutorial about how to use VCam in probably the next episode, but I'm going to teach you what VCam is used for. Basically, it's a virtual camera for Micromedia Flash. I'm actually using it for the first time ever in my latest episode, and VCam will help you a lot. So I won't leave a download link for VCam just yet. In the next tutorial, I will leave a download link for VCam. So, but for you guys that have VCam and don't know how to use it, I will teach you now. So all you have to do is just copy this VCam. Well, I will even leave. I'll probably leave a link in the description. So there. So now we have to open a new layer always for VCam. That's very important. Now let's make it to whatever size we want, and that's kind of a suitable size. So there you go. Now we have VCam. Now what can we do with VCam? You're probably wondering, what does VCam do, bro? Like, what did you mean for? It's like, is it supposed to be just standing there looking like a little shady thing? Anyway, so we'll open up a keyframe, and then we'll move it up a bit using the arrow keys. So 1, 2, 3. And then we open another keyframe, and then it'll be 1, and then we put it down by 1. So it kind of shakes the screen a bit when we play it. So now if we play it, see it's moving up and down, and that looks way nicer. And that's what VCam actually does. It's a virtual camera that can make it any width and any, screen size you want, or to make, the screen shake. So as you can see, it's a good charging up animation. So it's already 8 minutes. Wow, and we haven't even covered, beam attacks and all that kind of stuff. Key blasts. Kitty facts for Jules AF anyway, so let's do this. Anyway, so that's very nice. So yeah, that's how you make a charging up animation. So now we're gonna be covering key blasts now. Actually, let's go in the same yeah. So now insert another Bardock. Basically another Bardock sprite, and let's just do it in the same project, so why not? Why not? It makes a lot of sense. I really like this Bardock sprite, actually. I really can't wait to use this. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. Anyway, so let's find a, okay, so we have one right here. A little, a shooting sprite. Not actually literally with a gun or anything, 'cause that's just, wow. So let's move it up to 300 again. 300. Now we need to trace the bitmap. All the usual things we do. So let's delete that, and then, yeah, so, yeah, there you go. Now we have another Bardock. Man, I really love this sprite. Man, I can't get over how cool this sprite looks. Anyway, so what can I usually do in this situation is, you can add a little bit of a glow to it, so go over here. I haven't really done this before. I can't remember how you necessarily do it, but yeah, it's like that, actually, a gradient B level. Now, what this can do is you could change, the little, glow, like where it's coming from a little bit, like that, but I haven't really used this before, so I don't know, really, to be honest. So it's kind of a glowy thing to it, but so let's change the color a little bit so that we can kind of match it. So I know we're going to use sort of a, whoa, what the heck? No, I didn't mean to do that. So let's just keep it as a little glowy thing like that. So basically, I'm not really good with using the gradient B level yet, but it makes it a really nice look when you're shooting a, blast or a beam attack or something like that. So now we always add a new keyframe to another layer. Then we insert a beam or, something like that in the lines of that. So let's look for Bardock Super Saiyan and let's have a look for a, see here. Let's look for a blast. It could be anything. It could be a key, like a Kamehameha or whatever. Alright, so there you go. We found one. We found this thing. A little key blast. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine. So it's blue. That kind of changes the situation a bit. How about the gradient B level? In my opinion, I don't think you should use the gradient B level, just for the fact that I'm really well experienced with it. But I knew you could do something like that, so it kind of looks like actually a very cool one. It kind of looks like Bardock's special move or something like that. So let's look at the gradient B level. I don't know what really this is for, because I never really use it. So let's go for the more blue. No, that doesn't look nice. Maybe it's this side that needs to change color. Oh, there you go. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. I think. Blue. It's not really doing anything. Nope. I don't think that's such a great idea that we add that. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of it, because, yeah, I don't recommend that we use gradient B level. I mean, it looks nice, it looks better, but I'm not well experienced. I'll teach you about gradient B level in the future, probably in an advanced tutorial when I understand how to use it correctly. So what I did is I made a big mistake. I accidentally inserted the aura in like I named the key blast in a new layer. So it's basically the exact same thing as you do with auras, basically key blasts and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you could have them differently to make it more of a glowy, look, like difference or something like that. The screen, lighten. Actually, lighten looks kind of better. Let's go with screen. No, it's brighter, so I think we should do that. So you can basically do a key blast is like, make sure you add a keyframe there, and create a motion tween. Create a motion tween. And you can use the arrow keys to make it move straight, but I think it's a fast approach if we just drag it to the other side of the screen, and sorry guys about that. I get a little glitch when it comes to that. So yeah, so we have to drag it to the other, dang it, it does it all the time. Anyway, so now we've done that. If we replay the video, it will look like a, see? So it looks like a, Bardock shooting something. It's basically also the same for like Kamehamehas and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this tutorial helped you guys on how to do auras and key blasts and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of me, I am not a very well experienced animator. I'm just learning all these things before I'm making episode 7, since I want episode 7 to be very good. Well, episode 7 is already looking like the best episode so far, as you can see of all these new things I'm learning in this episode. So hopefully you guys loved this episode. I know I did. I thought this episode was awesome. I think this is the best episode so far, in my opinion. The best tutorial, episode so far. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all later in another tutorial, because I'm going to be posting another tutorial probably soon after this, or probably straight after this. Anyway, so see ya, and peace. DBZ for life, bros.